What's up, people? Inaugural edition of the
awesome
HI Vibez Podcast. Shots.
All right.
I'm Tim. Brother Brandon over here taking his shot, and we got
What's up?
Bufa here, and we're just hanging out at the Tiki Bar.
Hey.
And we had a wonderful person that we met, and we're gonna call her right now.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hey, everybody! It's Faith Jones, the Queen of Uber.
Hey, Faith.
How you doing?
Hello. How are you guys?
Hey, not too bad. We miss you. We miss your inspiration. We miss your energy. We miss your. We just miss you.
Am I supposed to say aloha?
You can. You can.
Do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. Hey, so right now, as you know, I'm Tim, and then we got Brandon. He was sitting in the back seat.
Hello.
Of the Uber in the right
Hey,
side.
Brandon.
You're sounding good, Faith. Sounding good.
And then we had
Where's wifeys? Where are the wifeys?
the wifeys.
Right off the bat.
We buried them.
No.
It's like, no, I'm just kidding. It's like Valentine's. You know, you break up before Valentine's, and then you make
They
up
didn't
after
wanna buy the
Valentine's.
Christmas gifts.
I'm kidding.
Absolutely.
Wife is wrapping.
Tim, tell your wife I love her.
I will do that. I'll have her friend you on IG. You are doing such.
Okay.
You are doing such awesome work. I mean, just this past Thanksgiving, we saw on your IG that you cooked out sandwiches for the meals for the homeless. This was in Vegas. You did this.
I did.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, I did. I've been here for about 80 days, and I managed to find the homeless, and they are like in this one particular neighborhood, Brandon, and you were right. They were all like in one place, and I remember Brandon said, I bet you they're all in one place, so I found them. And because I'm new here, I didn't have a lot of my stuff, so I just decided to do some sandwiches. Unfortunately, there were not a lot of people feeding.
Why was that?
So I ran out of food.
So there was too much people.
Yeah, it was way too many people for me to manage, and I kind of felt bad. But what I did find out was the reason that there were not so many people feeding is because they didn't have a way to get to the churches that were feeding.
Right.
And they usually stay around the strip because they hope that some of the people that are not from here, some of the tourists would be nice enough to give them money. So that's why they stay around the strip.
That every little bit helps, man. Just what you did. That is crazy. That's like awesome. I don't know. There's just words I cannot say right now to describe your work. But
oh my God,
it's selfless.
I don't think people realize that. They always ask me like, why is this your passion? Like, why are you all into this? And I say because I was homeless, and I don't think they know that, Sam.
Right. So. Ladies and gentlemen, the people listening right now are wondering who Faith Jones is, the Queen of Uber. I mean, she just told me, hey, Tim, just Google it. And I did, and it just popped up. I mean, Faith has been homeless for like 8 years. She's been in and out of foster care, shelter to shelter, ate out of garbage cans, slept under viaducts in cars. And how tough was it?
Well, first of all, I want to just say to Tim and Brandon and their wives and their family, like, the part that even brought me and Tim together is that he wasn't judgmental. When he entered my car, I can tell by the energy of people. Unfortunately, sometimes I have to judge people because I'm an Uber driver and I don't know who I'm picking up. I can immediately tell with picking up over 20,000 people. Sometimes I just have to detect their energy and their judgment. And as soon as Tim got in my car, I already knew that this man was not going to, number one, judge me. I could be exactly who I am because I never change who I am. Right. And that, Tim, I just appreciate you being kind, being polite, tipping me, not judging me, because unfortunately people that are homeless get judged. They get judged that whether they're on drugs, alcoholics, like something had to put them into a situation of being homeless. And I'm trying to tell people that being homeless is not something that you ask for. Anyone can be homeless. Mm-hmm. You can be a CEO and lose your company and become homeless. You can be a wife and a mother, go through divorce and become homeless. Anybody can be homeless. I've never done a drug. I don't drink. Unfortunately, my mother gave me away when I was a child, and I was in and out of group homes and foster homes. I think the number went all the way to 57 foster homes. So I've been on the streets all of my life. And, you know, the toughest thing that any person that's homeless goes through is feeling unwanted and not being able to take care of their personal hygiene. I think those were the two traumatic experiences I've ever had, Tim, was not being able to bath, not being able to feel like a woman, not being able, anyone even cared.
So how did you, I mean, it was just like get through day by day and, you know, try to find these facilities to bathe or something like that? Were there places out there that you could address those issues?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Chicago is a very harsh city. It hardens a person. You got to be very tough, and you got to be extremely street smart. Mm-hmm. And no matter who you are, I feel like, Tim, like you have to, like you just, it doesn't matter. Like you can have the sweetest, kindest heart, but on the streets of Chicago, you got to be tough. You cannot show any vulnerability. Like you can't show that you're weak. And every day was a hustle. Mm-hmm. Every day of my life, I woke up wondering what I'm going to eat today, how I'm going to figure it out, how I'm going to get by. And unfortunately, the women, they always go to prostitution because men want to take advantage of them, right, and they end up selling their bodies. And I used to say to myself, how could you want to sleep with me when I haven't had a shower for 30 days?
Because men don't care.
And I smelled. And they did not care, Tim, like they didn't care. But guess what?
Scum.
The women judge me more than the men. Yeah, the women judge me more than the men.
Yep.
The women would not give me any money. They wouldn't. Yeah, they would not give me any money. They would turn their nose up at me and walk past me. Mm-hmm. The men would give me money, or either they would try to sleep with me.
So what made you keep going? What made you keep striving? You know, that must have been tough.
Oh yeah, Tim. Like I think that was another thing that was tough because I had no support. Like some people could, had someone they could call or someone that they could at least say, "Hey, girl, can I take a shower at your house?" Like I had no family. Like I had no one. So I just depend. And then having a disability, I didn't know how to read really good. I wasn't educated. I was struggling, like trying to figure out what this meant. But I knew, is Brandon on here?
Yeah, he's there.
Oh,
he's shy.
Brandon.
He's shy.
I'm still here.
Hey, Brandon. I'm giving you a hug, Brandon.
All right.
And we got,
Tim,
I love hugs.
we got Bufo too. We got
sorry.
Bufo was sitting back behind you, so.
Hey.
I know, I remember. Like, but the thing about it was, like, I couldn't let no one know, Tim, because if I told them that I was struggling with reading, they would take that and use that against me. So I had to, it was so hard, Tim, keeping that a secret. Do you know how hard that was? Because I made everybody think I was smart. I was, I didn't need their help. Like, I got this, and I was struggling.
I just thought that, wow, you are just amazing. I just had to reconnect with you, and it was just, this person is so, I mean, we need to multiply you by the thousands and spread you. Hawaii, I mean, we got the highest, what is it? The cost of living, and we got the highest homeless per capita, especially in our hometown in Wahiawa. A couple years ago, the governor made, homeless a state of emergency here in Hawaii.
Wow.
That kind of hit, when you mentioned that kind of hit the core, hit the middle of it. So, I mean,
a lot of families here are one paycheck away from being homeless. So it's
wow.
Real. It's very real here.
Yeah, and I feel like, I don't know, I've never been to Hawaii, but I did meet some people in Hawaii, and I talked to them about you, and they started following me, and they were telling me the same thing, Tim.
Hey, Hawaii people are awesome. Vegas is like the 9th island. We only got 8 islands here in Hawaii, but Vegas is called the 9th island. So you'll meet a lot of Hawaii people. And, we're starting up this podcast here. It's called HI Vibez. This is our actual inaugural podcast, and you are our first guest. And, we're going to get you some followers. I need to get you out there because we need you. You're a superhero to me. I mean, you
to all of us.
Thanks.
You know,
Thank you so much, Tim.
but I mean, that too.
Unfortunately, my work goes unnoticed because I'm so into going to the street, and I'm not a social media girl. Like, I'm not one to post all the time. Like, I don't need the cameras and the lights and, but unfortunately, those are the stories that go unheard because you have to be into social media and you have to, I think they call it, you got a clout chase.
Right.
And I just don't have time for that. Like, I'd rather just do my work and let it speak for itself. But unfortunately, you got to have all these millions of followers and all this stuff to get noticed. And, people don't get it that at the end of the day, I'm a girl and I have feelings. I'm a woman, I'm sensitive and I'm, and I have this thing, women have this thing about them where they're, and not saying that men don't, but like we're very kind of like, hey, I'll do the work and I'll let my work speak for itself kind of. And I don't think these people realize that I put in the work. I picked up over 20,000 people.
That's why you're the queen of Uber.
Over 10,000 people, and I have over 10,000 5-stars, and those numbers don't lie, know. So I don't know if my story will ever be told. I do see people are tagging Ellen DeGeneres to my story, but I don't know if it'll ever be told, Tim.
Well, you know what? We're joining your fight. And, if there's anything we can do, you let us know because we got to get your butt to Hawaii. That's what we got to do.
There you go. Faith, you're our superstar.
We got to feed some people, Tim. We got to I'm going to come down there with me and you and Brandon and your wife and Boofa. We're going to go feed people and, and we're going to do the work that needs to be done. We're going to show what homelessness really means.
Right. Actually, there was a story. I was just kind of YouTubing stuff, and there's a Dear Thalia, just kind of Thalia. This is a journalist, followed a young girl. It's like she was only like 3-4 years old, living by the Kaka'ako area, which is in town. They followed her for like 4 months, and it was like peeing in a plastic bag, and it was just crazy. It just really opened my eyes on how the day-to-day living of homeless, like what you endured, that was nuts. And then the city and county would come and sweep and take everything away, and I'm sure you probably had episodes of that, and that's heartbreaking.
Yeah. And again, unfortunately, I think people say, "Well, what can we do?" That's what I get a lot of. Like, what can we do other than giving them money? Like, what can we do? And I tell everybody, there's something for everyone to do.
Well, what do you
everyone can do something.
Everyone
can look in their closets. And don't you know those dresses, ladies, that you don't wear? Don't you know those shoes you never will wear again? Those coats, those socks. Don't you know that peanut butter and jelly sandwich you might fix for your kids, you can fix for someone else? Someone probably is starving and you have no idea. You can pass them a sandwich. You can go buy gift cards and give them gift cards to McDonald's. You can give them a hug. You can give them a conversation. You can pray with them.
Right.
I think the story that needs to be told is that they're not all on drugs, that these are families, these are stories, these are people, and they all have a reason. And they all need something.
High five, girl.
That's where everyone gets that misconception that everybody's out there doing drugs and that's the reason they're homeless and they can't fix it for themselves. That is not the truth. Everyone has a reason. You don't know what that person's life was like.
Absolutely.
You don't know what their shoes are.
Absolutely.
I just feel so bad for so many people who get judged for nothing. You don't know. How dare you?
Speak, girl. You better tell the truth because you wouldn't answer all the questions, And I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop until I let everybody know that homeless is real. And I always hashtag less homelessness.
So
that's my motto.
Hashtag less homelessness. Is that what it is?
Yes.
We're going to start using that.
Yes,
that's what we'll do.
Hey, we got Bernie in the house. Bernie, no, she wasn't in the Uber, but she was part of our. Actually, hey. Happy birthday.
Hi, Bernie.
Happy birthday, Faith.
Thank you. I turned 50.
You know what? We didn't realize that you turned 50. It's like, you know what? We
all did.
We just turned. That's why we were in Vegas. Faith, that's why we were in Vegas.
We're all 50.
Yeah. So we're 50. I'm in the 50 club.
That's right. Best club there is.
Now what? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Tim, you know, I really look up to you because you inspired me, and I was thinking to myself, like, every day I'm always like, what more can I do? And I just stroll your page. I'm one of your strollers, and I just look at you, and I'm like, what more can I do? What more can I do? So I just came up with this thing that I'm going to launch sometime in 2020. I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and it's going to be called What Not to Do in an Uber. And I'm going to mix that up with a lot of stories that has happened in my car, and I'm going to, you know, try to get more people on board to help me open up my own shelter, or either download an app where women can come and take a shower at an apartment that I'm going to decorate, and they're going to have 5 hours a day to go in there and just groom themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one thing that you tripped me out in the conversation in we had in the car, and you said it's harder to be a homeless female than a homeless male. Can you explain that to me?
Absolutely. Yeah, Tim, I feel like, you know, and I'm sure your wives can interject because they understand where I'm coming from. At the end of the day, we look up to men as being our protectors and taking care of us and loving on us and making us feel beautiful and making us feel like we're a woman. But at the end of the day, there's nothing like looking in the mirror thinking to yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, I'm worth it, I'm this woman, I'm caring, and you want to feel pretty. I feel like it's way harder for women because when you take a woman's beauty from her, you kind of leave her feeling empty, and to comb your hair, to take a shower, to lotion your body, to smell good. That's something that women do every day. Right. Imagine not being able to feel that way every day.
Right.
To get up every day and smell, or not being able to change your underwear, or not being able to shave, or not being able to comb your hair. No woman on this earth will tell you if they take that away from them, that will make them feel worthless.
Right. Right.
Unreal. We're listening to the HI Vibez Podcast. My name's Tim, and we got Brandon, Buffa, and Bernie here, and we got the Queen of Uber, Faith Jones, on the line. If you were in a power position, whether it's political, how would you remedy this problem that nobody can solve of homelessness?
I would definitely pass a law. It would be less homelessness. There is just no way living in America that women, men, children should be homeless. It shouldn't happen. No one should be homeless. They should have programs, and they should have housing, and they should, even these contractors that's building these $1 million condos, there should be apartments affordable for homelessness. There should be people that should be able to get an apartment, that should be able to live somewhere. No one should be homeless. They have to change the laws. No one should be homeless. It should just be less homelessness.
What laws are out there that are hindering the situation? I mean, you have the sit and lie laws on the sidewalk.
Those laws don't work because at the end of the day, at the bottom line, no matter what people say, it's all about money. How much money are you making?
That's right.
How can I apply for an apartment? Do you have a credit check money? Do you have application money? Do you have check stubs? All these things matter. People just don't have application money. People don't have security deposits. People don't have these things right away when you're homeless. You have to give a person a chance to get less homelessness, meaning, hey, maybe they don't have $1,000 a month, but maybe they can afford $500 a month, and we have to sometimes let them do payment plans for a security deposit or whatever. You cannot just implement money to a person that's been homeless, because all they know is homelessness.
Right.
And a lot of people don't understand that. They just don't have the money. I guarantee you, Tim, that if you gave a person an opportunity to get up and stand in their truth and start making money, they won't have a problem paying rent. If it wasn't for Uber giving me an opportunity, I wouldn't be able to pay my rent.
That's crazy.
But guess what? Uber didn't say, hey, guess what? You got to have money. You got to have this. You got to have that. Uber said, hey, I'll lease your car. All you got to do is go make the money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean, Tim? Just imagine that. I didn't have $1. I didn't have a quarter, a nickel, or a dime. But Uber said, hey, Faith Jones, if you drive for us, not only will you be able to make money, we'll lease you this car so you can make us money and make yourself money.
Right.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Or are willing to give the chance. Cut somebody a break.
And they gave me a chance. Yeah, they gave me a brand new car. And I leased it, and I started making money.
By the way, I resent you being an Uber driver. I'm a Lyft driver.
Well, you know, I do both.
And actually, that's why it was actually, for those of you just joining us in, we went to Vegas, and we ordered a Lyft to go to where? Where did we go? I don't know.
Mandalay Bay, I think.
Mandalay Bay, yeah.
Go.
And, we ordered a Lyft, and an angel came upon us.
That's right.
Oh, God.
That is right.
Faith.
Thanks for giving me my halo.
Oh, man. No, I think I fell in love with you because you called me Samoan. Are you from Hawaii? You're Samoan? I go, hey, when was the last time you saw a 5'2" Samoan? That was probably only 3 years old.
That was the funniest thing.
They're
ever.
pretty big.
I was just playing with you, Faith. You are so awesome. You know,
I hope your podcast takes off, and I'm going to tell all the few followers I do have to follow you. I think you have an amazing podcast. I don't even know what they are, but I hope it takes off.
We're going to find out. We were trying to video, but the video already went kaput already. It's like, geez, so we only got audio.
Yeah.
We're too ugly.
Trying.
We're too ugly here.
Oh, my goodness.
I have the face for radio.
But you know what? I got one goal for you. We need to get your butt here. We need to get your heart here.
Right.
We need to get your hard work. We need to get you proactive here. We need to get you in the Aloha State, and we need you to just do your thing. And I think, you always think, what can I do more? I mean, just you getting up and just, doing what you do that's plenty already.
Mm-hmm.
But your passion is just, you know what? This is a big task. It's monumental.
Oh, it is.
And things. So I mean, hey, for us, here at the podcast, if there's anything we want to join the fight, man.
Is there anywhere we can send you money? Put yourself
that's
out
what
there.
we need. Yeah.
Do you have somewhere?
It's really tough for me to set up like a GoFundMe and give out my Cash App and beg for money because, people will turn that into something so bad. Mm-hmm. And that is the reason why I don't ask for money. Right. That is the reason why I don't ask for, people to donate. I do everything off my tips. I do everything with my tips. And unfortunately, that has caused me a lot of tax problems. I haven't filed my taxes, so I got to, I'm going to be in a little trouble. But for the homeless, I'll take that hit. But I refuse to, ask for anything. I'm going to do it on my own. And I know with your podcast, I just found out, you need these special cameras, you need these special lightings, and I'm battling with that because that stuff costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's why I haven't set up my own thing because those cameras are like $500 and $200 over here. So I'm just going to fight my fight financially, and I'm going to pray, and God will find a way.
Well, we're going to help you get there. We're going to help you get there.
Definitely.
Once again, we listen to the Queen of Uber, Faith Jones, here at the HI Vibez Podcast. And thank you for spending your time with us. I know might be going into your time in Vegas and stuff, but hey, Hawaii people, you guys jump into order a Lyft, order a Uber. Uber.
Don't order an Uber.
Uber. Oh my God. Was that the Bunny Ranch? Sorry.
Unless you need it.
Oh my God. How's a fruit and slip for you right there?
Faith, you're a superstar, though. You're a superstar.
Where can I find your podcast at, Tim?
It's the HI Vibez Podcast.
Yeah, we gotta let people hear this. We gotta let all the people on Instagram and Facebook know where you are, so they can hear me and you speaking about less homelessness. Hashtag less homelessness people. Everybody can join and do something. And Tim is one of my biggest supporters, and I support him as well. And I appreciate him and his family and friends. And happy holidays to everybody. And thanks for your time, Tim. And this won't be the last time we speak.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk more.
Most definitely.
We're gonna talk more. Well, are you driving tonight?
Yeah, I'm getting ready now to get ready and go do my shift and feed some people later on tonight. And again, thanks so much, Tim, and I appreciate you guys. And Brandon, happy holidays.
Oh, same to you. We miss you. Be safe out there.
But I will, guys, and I'll see you in Hawaii one day, Tim.
Yes, soon. We're gonna do that soon.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you, Faye.
Aloha.
Aloha.